morning, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Sandra, and today we are going to be working on my December 2024 goals. I have not rewritten them out like I usually do, so we will be working on them together. And you guys, it's almost like we're working on December goals. It is time to start prep work really soon for 2025. Are you as excited as I am? It's going to be great. Okay, so I haven't yet done my month in review because we're working, it's only the 13th today. It's Wednesday the 13th, and I'm still in the middle of November, but I am going to start working on December. So how I do this is the first thing I do is I look at my schedule. This is my pre-planning schedule for the month of December, and I see what I have going on. Okay. So right now I don't really have any doctor's appointments. I don't have like super big plans or anything, but I still do have to-dos that I want to take care of. So I usually, honestly, to be quite honest, I always refer to my previous one because it does kind of help get the ball rolling. And this is really your page to brainstorm. So right before I do that page, I will flip to my calendar, and I'm going to fill this calendar out with all of the things that I know ahead of time. We'll do that first, and then we'll come back to the previous page. We'll do this in fast forward mode. I'll be right back.
Taking turns, not a lesson learned. Who'd imagined I would crash and burn? But you got me there, so I'm declaring a silent war. Can't do it anymore. This is not what I was asking for. But you got me here, then you disappeared. Was it always meant to be a dream? No inside. In the middle of the night, you see me fighting, hopelessly sure of how I feel. The broken never heal. In the middle of the night.
I'm all done. So you know what? This was actually really super easy. There was not a whole lot here to do. So I use this space over here for any reminders that kind of fall into the next month, or things that I have to think about for the next month in December. So first of all, let me just kind of focus this by saying I am going to be extraordinarily busy with my work for the whole month of December. It is going to be crazy. I already created my Kanban board. I think I have my content schedule nailed down, but I'm just trying to contemplate the amount of work I'm going to have to do, and it's going to be nuts. So I'm kind of glad that I don't have a whole lot going on. I'm still going to have goals and stuff, which we'll get to on the previous page, but this is just like the stuff that, is kind of like notable on a calendar. So like Christmas concert, days off school, paydays, budget days, garbage days, and then any birthday parties we have. And then we have one trip the beginning of December. I'm just nailing down the dates for the flight times right now. And then the next trip will be at the beginning of January. So that might be interesting because that falls on like a Wednesday, Thursday, and I'm not sure what my husband's schedule will be. Like, will he have New Year's Day off? Probably, and it falls in the middle of a week, so that's going to be interesting. So we'll see what that looks like when we get closer to those days. But I do have to book them in advance. And I'm pretty sure he'll have work throughout the winter for this company, so I'm crossing my fingers anyway. So first day of winter says it usually falls on the 21st to the 22nd, and this day is the 21st, which is a Saturday. So ironically, it's also the first day of my son's Christmas holidays. So first day of winter. And what that means is the days get shorter until this date, and then they start getting longer again. So that's kind of like always a focal point that we come to. This is the shortest day of the year. then we get longer again, and that makes me happy. So as long as we get through that, then we're good. All right, so that is it for the calendar, which honestly it isn't a whole lot. The biggest thing I wanted to be focusing on this month, besides for my work, is just like enjoying the holiday. So I'll work, do my stuff, but I want to decorate. I want to wrap presents. I want to have, eggnog and rum. I want to have hot chocolate. I want to have candy canes. I want to watch some Christmas movies. I never did that last year. So I want to do things like that and enjoy the season. So things, for example, on my November list, um, let's go over here. Like, for example, where was it? Goals to make progress on. So the basement and my getting things done brainstorming thing, that's supposed to help with my goals for this year. So I really need to work on that soon because if I do the prep work, which I was going to plan on filming right after this video, actually, I'm just going to start on the prep work. So I'm not actually going to get into my goals yet. And I do have some idea of what I want my goals to look like for 2025, but there's still some things I want to change and maybe think about. Um, but yeah, so for the most part, it's the basement I don't want to have to do. I might have to do some in December because if we're going to decorate and clean out the Christmas area, I want to go through our Christmas stuff and decide what I can finally get rid of and what I can keep. So I want to narrow down like because when we put everything away, it's so messy, like it's never clean. So I want to like clean everything up and make sure it's all nice and pretty again. Um, and I wouldn't mind. I have to send out Christmas cards, and I have to do my son's pictures. I have to do a whole bunch of things. Actually, I got my son's pictures, but when we set up our tree, um, and when date is December 1st, fall on. So my husband needs to be home to help me set that up. I can't do it by myself. I guess I could. I think I did it last time. So it's on a Sunday, which is great, but we're not going to be home. We're going to be in Vancouver. So I think what we'll do, if we can get home early on Monday, then maybe we can do it on Monday when we get home. And that'll be like the only thing that we do. I do have other stuff that I need to do. Um, Sunday, the day we leave, we're not leaving until the afternoon. So that might be okay. So what we're going to do is start brainstorming on the first page now, just all of the things that we need to do. So for example, on my calendar, I'm just going to write down the important things. Oh, I guess I need that open. So the 1st to the 2nd is Vancouver. And Christmas concert. So this is funny, you guys. Just I don't know if you have the same thing, but because Canada is multicultural, we are no longer to refer to a Christmas concert as a Christmas concert. It is now a winter concert. So they are not allowed to sing any songs in school about Santa Claus or anything that pertains to Christianity. And so it's all winterized. So you call it winter this, winter that. And the song that they're singing for the Christmas concert is called Snow, Snow, Snow. So I'm a little bummed about that because I remember when I was growing up, we grew up in a community that wasn't really Christian. Like I attended a public school and I'm not Christian. I don't really celebrate a faith. And I enjoyed singing about Santa Claus and singing about like all of the original Christmas songs that people sing. And I miss that. And I wish we could still have that. I'm really sad about it. Um, just to have the freedom to be able to do that. So, okay. So, anyway, I call it a Christmas concert. That's why I wanted to mention that because it's technically not a Christmas concert. So, I'm going to put 1 p.m., 6 p.m. I have to pick my time to go. And then the next thing is my nephew's birthday party. Okay, and then his birthday. So I'm still going to call him on his birthday, even though we'll celebrate on the 7th. Actually, I'll have to double check with my sister on that because he might be at his dad's on that day. So I'll have to call him like on the Friday night or the Sunday if I had time. Okay, and then the 21st to the 5th is my son's Christmas holidays. And then of course all of the other things. So the 24th is Christmas Eve. 25th is Christmas, and we're probably going to go to Mundare to celebrate with Chad's family, which we always do. This is another bone of contention because his mom, the last conversation we ever had, really, that was like focused and intense and not very nice, was that she demanded that if we're not there for Christmas, she would be very disappointed. I have spent every Christmas, except for COVID, with his family on Christmas Day. I haven't had Christmas dinner with my mom once in 9 years. So it doesn't really seem fair. And it's not fair, but the reason why we do it is because there's a whole bunch of other little kids that attend Christmas as well. And so we go for our kids' sake so they can run around and play with the other kids. Um, like if we were really sick or something, that would be a different story. That's why we had to cancel Thanksgiving because our kids were all sick. And even Chad got sick. Yeah, it's a bone of contention because it's never equal. We're never allowed to not go. And if we don't go, it would be my fault. So that's mother in laws for you. So, um, but I go for my kid's sake. That's the only reason I go, not because of his mother. Sorry, I had to throw that in there too. I'm not bitter at all, you guys. Okay, so the next thing, I don't even know why I'm putting Boxing Day on there. I'm not going to bother. So normally we go to Red Deer to visit my son's grandpa on Boxing Day. We will not be going this year, which is the first in like 11 years, I think, because he's going to Hawaii, which is amazing for him. So amazing for him and not so good for us because that's kind of like our only holiday really. Like we do get away every now and then on the long weekends to Red Deer, but that's been our only holiday for a long time. We don't go anywhere. We've never flown anywhere outside of like anywhere. I've been outside of Canada once. I went to the northern states when me and my sister drove through, like when I was in my late 20s, I'm pretty sure it was. So it was a long time ago. I went for a family reunion that was in Minnesota actually, because we're from, like our family is landed in Minnesota. So anyway, we won't be going to Red Deer for Boxing Day. So that's going to be a huge change. We'll be able to stay at home and just enjoy the holiday probably. And then the next thing is my son's birthday. So Logan will be 2, which is super exciting. And then New Year's. New Year's Eve, we will be going to karaoke place has a party every year. So I'm not sure if we're going to be doing that. If we do, I'm going to need my mom to babysit. So we'll see how she feels. And then I'm just going to double check my dates for the next visit to Vancouver because that's technically January 1st, I believe. I hope it's not January 1st because that's a holiday. And if we're going out the night before, that's going to be a rough day. So January 2nd and 3rd. Okay, so then I'm just going to say note. Okay, January 2nd to 3rd is in Vancouver. Okay, so now for December, this is going to change a little bit from November because I wanted to get things wrapped up in November because December is going to be so crazy. So, for example, important to do. So, get travel dates for January Vancouver trip. I already have a packing list, so I'm not going to write that down. I have like a generic packing list that I write down. And then this trip is going to be very, very quick. It's like we fly out Sunday and then come back Monday afternoon. Okay, so then I will be doing November reviews. Budget review, so November budget review. November stats, analytics, and financials. We've already done a December content schedule, but now I probably need to look at the January content schedule. And January budget. So for my budget book, I don't know if I showed you guys. Hold on here. Am I getting okay? So that's it for important to-dos in that aspect. My budget book. Let me find it here. I have a budget book from last year. It's like the big oil slick purple one. If you guys like know the Budget Mom, so it's the Budget Mom. She's on YouTube, Instagram, all the things. And this is what I use. And this book is amazing. This is Kamiko Love here. That's what she looks like. I use this because it is like amazing. And I also got like different snap-on covers to change up my style. To see, you know, I wasn't sure which one I liked better, so I just got them. They were cheap enough. And this was actually quite affordable. So if you guys are worried about money, this is affordable. Like, just get it. It'll help you so much. I'm just going to go ahead and use a smaller one because, like, to date, I have been using my my smaller ones. So she didn't offer those this year. And it's funny because I've always used the larger budget book. Like, I think I've used the larger one for the last like 4 years, 3 years maybe. And then I ended up using the notebooks and I was like, oh, I hate these because they're so weird and I don't like them. But now I love them because I actually took them with me in my planner all the time and I didn't need to, like, if I needed to do my budget for somewhere, they were portable. I could take them with me. And I loved that. And now it is not as portable. So I thought, well, in case I do and I want something a bit smaller, I just took the smaller size. You can still buy the bigger size if you like to write big, but I picked the smaller one. So I'm excited to try this year. And then that means I still have the old one for next year if I wanted it. So that's what I'll be doing for January. I'll be starting that. And then important to do, so other things that I need to do is we have to set up the Christmas tree. So I'll have to plan our day well because Chad's already going to be off on that Monday. When we get home, and it is going to suck a little bit because we might get home at like 5 o'clock. We're going to have to go out and get the tree, but he works again the next day because it falls on a Tuesday. So either we decorate the tree the Tuesday night or we just try to do it on that Monday. I don't know. I don't know what's best. So I'm going to have to talk with him about that because he usually works every weekend and it's like a 10-hour day. So he's gone pretty much all day. So we'll have to check on that. Then we're also going to have to decorate. Okay, and once the tree is up, we want to take a family Christmas photo. And then I also have to send out Christmas cards. So I've got pictures of my son from his school photos, and then I'll have our Christmas picture. And then we'll hopefully get all dressed up and nice for that one because we haven't done that in a while. I don't think I did that last year because I had my son. He was 1. And the one before was a nice one that we dressed up because we were going out to karaoke. So we were all dressed and the kids were kind of dressed up and it looked good. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to get the kids' Christmas pajamas, hopefully. And then, yeah, hopefully that'll be good. Okay, so important to-dos, Christmas shopping as well. So I think it was last year or the year before I was able to set up a budget for that. This year has been kind of a whirlwind and I haven't really been able to. because we have been going to Vancouver, so we haven't had as much income because my husband has been missing work days and it's been really hard on the budget. So we've not been able to set up sinking funds like I had before. And so I'm just going to be buying, like, we're not buying for each other this year. We're just going to buy for the kids and maybe my mom. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, it's going to be, it's hasn't been easy anyway. But the kids, you know, they need a few things. So that will be okay for them. And I'm just wondering what else I need to do. So goals to make progress on, I'm going to say finish basement if it's not already done. And if I get time, so I already want the getting things done method to be done because I need to iron out my goals for that. So I don't even want to put that on December. I also want to change out my Christmas pictures. Oh, I already have that for November. Change photo pictures. I have to do that yet. Xmas picture, send out, getting things done, power sheet prep work, planner setups. So planner setups are going to be the big one. So planner. Okay, so I said biz content schedule and videos, follow schedule and use Kanban. So I already have this stuff set up, so it's not like I have to do it. I just have to make sure that I keep things in order and I do things on the day that I put them on. So it's very important that I follow through with that because there's going to be a lot of videos coming, guys. And then on my mind, okay, so I think that's pretty much it. Now, if I'm going to assign values for these, this is how I feel about November. So I think, like, if I was to look back what I put for November, community is like friends and stuff. I haven't really hung out with anybody. My community is actually like pretty much my karaoke place where I go and I hang out with my friends. And I might put that at a 5, but I haven't been for 2 weeks now because we went to Red Deer last weekend, and I missed a good time because all of my friends went. They went without me, and I really missed out on that, and it made me feel sad because we were stuck in Red Deer. We were at a brewery. We went back to the house at 8 o'clock, and we went to bed by 9 or 10. So that made me sad. Family, I had it an 8 last time. I'm going to continue putting that at an 8. Finances, I had it a 6. I'll put that at a 5. Health and wellness, 5. I'll leave that at a 5 because I'm still working on my health and wellness. Like, I need to work on it in huge leaps and bounds. Home and spaces, I have an 8. I'm going to put as, maybe a 7. Spiritual and personal growth, I'll put as a 7. Work and learning, I'll put at an 8 to leave that. And self care is 6. I'm going to put it as a 5. So I rated these a little bit more negatively, but self care I put it as a 5. As for goals, I'm not sure about breaking any goals down yet. I don't really have any specific goals other than Christmas presents and pictures and all that stuff. So I'm just going to write down my attending list. I'm going to quickly do this, or maybe we can talk about it as we go through. Let's see how I did November. There are some things I realize I didn't put pictures on here. I don't even need that many pictures, so it's not like it would cost that much. But I wanted to switch out my pictures in my photo album, so I'm going to do that. I have to think about that before December. Okay, so I'm going to say celebrate the season. Priority is enjoy Christmas. but I also have to focus on biz. Okay, and I will be crossing this one off with red and green, so that's going to be fun. And I almost want to use red and green for every second thing. Would that be weird? And then maybe do this in black? I don't know if I should do that or if I should just cross this off in green. Let's see. These are usually the best two colors to use. I use my twin tones. As for goals to make progress on, so basement and then mostly business stuff. It's going to be a big one. Vancouver dates. Okay, so we're going to put the first one, we'll do that in red. I'm just going to leave them open because I'm going to be using them. So monthly routine. So maybe what I should do is show what monthly routine looks like on here. Monthly routine is November budget close. I think that's what I would put. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So November budget close, it's analytics. We'll put stats, analytics, financials, and then it's personal review for the month. And then it's also business review. And then I don't really put this in here, but it's also like Cultivate What Matters review. So that previous page, like when you're kind of summing up the month. So that's what the routine looks like. And then I want to still read books if I can find time. So books, I don't know how many I'll be able to read, but I'm still going to see if I can do 5. We don't need, well, I'll put basement tidy and clean. I also wouldn't mind finishing up my desk. I'm not sure if I'm going to finish it in November. It would be ideal if I could have it finished before December because then I wouldn't have to worry about that. So maybe I'll leave it for now and I can add it if I don't finish it. I'd rather get it done in November. So I don't have to do the getting things done method. Vancouver trip will have. So we'll have January content and budget. And I've got Quinn's birthday. And party. Desk I won't put on there. Planning video prep notes, I won't have that. And then the goal is to reach 3,000 subs. And then photo switch out, that should be done. So okay, and then we're also going to have Xmas shopping and wrapping. Hopefully that'll be done. And then mail out Xmas photo, mail out cards. And then I think that's it. I'm going to leave this one blank because I don't think I want to add anything else for now. Just if I want to leave it open, unless I put December planning videos. I should maybe do that. because it's going to be a big one. Okay, now for weekly usually just stays the same. So we'll have plan with me and meal planning. So to this, I'm referring to my weekly videos. Then we have read 2 books a week. I don't know if I'm gonna get 2 books a week, so I'm not gonna put that in there. I'll put reading down down on the daily, which is fine. If I read a little bit every day, that should be my goal. I'm not gonna stress myself out with the weekly stuff. But budget and pay bills. But also with the Christmas wrapping, I don't want to be doing that like Christmas Eve. I used to love doing that, but now I realize I buy way too much, and then it's not so much buying so much, it's like the little stocking stuffer stuff. I like wrapping it because my kids love to unwrap little things at a time, so it's like a surprise every time. But I have to remember that it takes time. So I don't want to leave it all till Christmas Eve and then be busy all night, not enjoy my Christmas Eve. I want to be able to watch a Christmas movie, maybe sing some songs, drink some hot chocolate or something like that. Maybe even go sledding. Last was like 3 or 4 years ago. We went sledding Christmas Eve and it was so much fun. So maybe I'll do that. Or no, that was like when my daughter was 1. That was already 3 years ago. So maybe we can do that this year. I think that would be really, really fun. Oh, that might be fun. I should have put that on there. Okay, because Christmas Eve we'll be here by ourselves, which will be nice. We can celebrate just as a family. The next thing is blog and shop. I won't really be doing any shop stuff, but I'll put it on there just in case. Personal development, spirituality. I'm not really going to have time for that either, but personal development won't really stop because Jane's Agenda has the um every Monday she has like the master class thing that's not going to stop throughout Christmas. Okay, and then I don't have anything else for the other 2 spots, so I'm just going to leave it. And then for the daily action items now, we've got habits. I don't even really want to put that in there either. What to do, and you know what? Instead, I'm going to do reading, we don't need to put journal because I always do that. Read, expenses, school, 10-minute tidy, water, because water, I need to remember to drink more water. So I have water, school, expenses, and then I have workout physio. I'm just going to leave it for now. So I'm going to minimize I'm going to minimize my month because I'm already going to be overwhelmed. I know this ahead of time. I know it in advance, so I'm not going to do it to myself. So as you can see, I actually have, like, other than monthly I've got a lot of stuff going on, but weekly and daily, I'm giving myself a break. Okay? I'm not going to feel pressured to fill in those spots even though they're there. I'm not going to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me as I was writing things out and kind of talking about it. If you like that, let me know. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you are new or have not yet subscribed, I would love if you would consider doing that. It would really help me out. My goal by the end of December is to reach 3,000 subscribers. So thank you guys for your support. I really do appreciate it. And give the little bell button notification a click so you'll be reminded whenever I post new videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.